Boom! Beautiful! Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise that took so long, but technology wants to misbehave and my phone is plugged in and refusing to charge. Let's not. Okay. So, we've gone through some changes on the account. Still the same account that I've been going through the game in, but we are working on getting some end game changes to the account right now because that is really what we need. So, currently the strategy is various grinding points in the game are your best places to farm. I finally managed to get 2 Angel Woman, which is great because that means I can get both of their mega forms once I level them up. And I decided to get myself a Mutant Greymon. The reason why is because Mutant Greymon is going to be my training Digimon. For the sake of training low levels, because it's a champion, it can get in 99 fights. Which basically means I use much less EVP chips, it's only 45k, because I'm fighting lower level mobs. That means I'm not losing my money every time I grind low levels up. But we need to get him to his max level of 80, so he can start fighting against the Mon and the Tumon and stuff that are level 70. Hello, Simon. I'm great, thank you. And then obviously we need to get these up to 90. And we need to work on getting more Tetris spots, but that's still going to take me a few days. It's not something I can guarantee in today's stream. But we want to get this int stat to around 70-80%. Then we can one-shot the late game enemies, essentially. And we'll be able to farm bits with ease from that point. So, I also need to turn on PvP, but I guess it's been temperamental, so we have to log out and log back in. Leomon have an ultimate form? Not yet, unfortunately. Despite Leomon being in this game for absolute months. I don't know when he got his ultimate. But when I first joined during the last story content update, Leomon still didn't have an ultimate then. It's been like 6 months, still no ultimate form. I don't know what they're doing. We have Boncho Leomon, so he has his mega form. We're just waiting on his ultimate form, but I don't know what the game does do with that. Not to mention, Leomon, unfortunately, have they updated his thing? Nope, still got the PlayStation 1 hands. Of course he does. Yeah. Leomon never gets any love. He's the amateur Digimon, unfortunately. That's just the way things are. But now I can turn on PvP, right? Hey, now the game wants to work for me. Beautiful. We're going to go grind these up to level 70, 80. Because that would be absolutely splendid. But I don't know if anybody's in the stream currently has seen my previous video on earning bits in this game, but it's not good. Earning bits in this game really does suck because you barely earn anything if you don't want to set a Digimon every 30 minutes. So you kind of need to get these endgame goals completed if you want to make the most amount of money, and then I'll probably revise my amount of bits per hour video. And probably include the Tumon included this time rather than just... What happens if you don't want to set a Tumon every 30 minutes? For 30 minutes, you know? Something we need to work on. But so far things are going very well. I recently got the 50% EVP chip, and I also got a 30-day 100% cash boost and stuff, and I'm not using them yet. But I am planning on using them at some point in the future to earn a bunch of money, which would definitely be great for going forward because, yeah. We need to move further ahead, honestly. But because of how strong my Angel Woman are right now, the good thing is Digimon aren't really a threat at all. Despite us being level 50 and then being like 20 levels above us. And we have our Mutant Greymon up front to tank for us if we need it. So, Angel Woman is not supposed to be in front. I could have sworn I told her to go back to the back, but the game decided to not want to listen to me for some weird reason. But it is what it is. The problem is, if you two-click in the menus in this game, it doesn't register all your clicks, which is just aggravating, to say the least. So, yeah. That's fun. We also do the Digivolving up and down to restore our HP and SP, because that is the cheapest way to go in this game. Buying food is just a waste of money and resources. You end up using way more than you would if you just use the chips. And you just lose so much money on food, it's ridiculous. Even if you buy the cheapest ones, the lollipops and the bread, same thing happens. But we do need to get this grind going and get these up to level 80 potentially today if we can. I also need to get my Etamon up to level 80 as well. Because that's going to be very important. Also, I did get a second Gomamon finally, which is amazing. So when Marine Angemon comes out, I'm getting their alternate Mega as well. I still haven't even gotten Veemon yet with my current Gomamon. But that's just because I've just been getting completely dicked on RNG and making the evolutors because the game devs want to take the piss with a 10% chance on it. So it is what it is. Not much we can really do about it, but yeah, that's fun. Well, Mutant Greymon is going to be amazing for grinding lower level Digimon. Because I was working it out and trying to calculate. I was looking at Metal Greymon and what strength stat they are at. And how much I would need to be able to one-shot the Monmon inside of the human world. And I can get a Mutant Greymon to roughly the same strength as I can a Metal Greymon, with 4% strength blocks everywhere, and a few 0 units. I'll be able to one-shot the Monmon. So that's 99 fights fighting against level 80 odd Digimon. For grinding any Digimon up to max level. Hell yeah. That means I'm saving so much money on those EVP chips, it's not even funny. Means to make more profit while grinding lower level Digimon. Like, you can't go wrong. Oh yeah. Big boy, Mutant Greymon, let's go. He's a ferocious boy. Probably might Digivolve up and down. I reckon we can get one more fighting without needing to worry about SP. Yeah, definitely, definitely. But it is going to be incredibly important moving forward. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doop. Angel Woman are just too strong. I might actually go to the human world and test how they fare against the Monmon. I don't know if using all three of these I can fight the Monmon and survive without somebody going down. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by obviously testing that fact. Which I may actually do. Okay. Both my Angel Woman went up in level, which is great. Greymon's about to go up near enough. I will test out the human world real quick. How do we fare against level 80 on Mon? Because we're getting 3,900 experience right now, which is phenomenal. I feel like that's a bit of a miscalculation. We shouldn't be earning that much. But let's see about the Mon, just so I know. These are level 79. Well, obviously I could definitely take on one Mon on its own. And we are still faster. Wait a minute. Yo. Wait a second. Can we just straight up just skip? Oh, come on, give me 3 of them. That way I can actually really test myself. This is nutty. I am going to be working on a video soon where I show you the most optimized builds for farming late game. Oh yeah, this is great. This will be a great test. Okay. Yeah, maybe might want to go up a little bit more in level first. But the fact that I can take these on right now, we get to say level 60. We will be good to go, I reckon, for switching to these. It's just right now, obviously our Digimon aren't strong enough to take the hits. But at least I know I can take them on. So that is going to be important to note going forward. We will head back to the Digimon now. I just wanted to see how well that would go. Obviously I can pull out my higher levels and boost that way, I suppose. But is it really worth it? Because then it's only 2 Digimon getting experience for this amount of 3,000 odd. When I can make sure all 3 of these are getting experience at the same time, going up against the Digimon. I feel like it'd be faster, honestly, at the moment. Until we're closer towards their level. Still need to Digivolve you up, which would be great. Because I did get a Veemon out of a blue star egg, 153 hour eggs. So that's going to be an amazing Garudamon. Which I definitely would like to get up there. Because my Garudamon, which isn't as strong in terms of like base stats, was doing phenomenally for me. So it makes sense to obviously get my phenomenal 12%er up there. Definitely. Okay. Well, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to pull you out. Pull you out. Okay, very good. Oh, I forgot you came out of 12% egg as well, didn't you? Damn. He's going to be powerful when I get him up there. Definitely. That's my Beelzemon in the future, which is going to be great. But the problem is that's int, not strength. I'm pretty sure he's more physical based. Beelzemon. Could be wrong though. Never know. Beelzemon isn't out yet anyway, so we got a long time to work on him. But yeah, we're definitely going to be working on these three. Maybe get out of monster levels at some point. Hopefully today, because I obviously need to get him up there, because he's going to be my third for dealing with the Skull Greymon. Because he is an AoE, which is light based, so while he's a virus versus another virus Digimon, he's going to be very useful. In fact, I might just work on him now, maybe. Problem is squishy. Quite squishy. But might be worthwhile working on him. Oh no. This guy or work on my Greymon. I feel like Greymon, I get more out of the Greymon being leveled first. Because I can use him as a champion and get a lot. What other ways to get the items needed to guarantee Ultimate Digimon that I want during Digivolution? Unfortunately, there aren't any ways other than buying them from other players or cash shop. There is a limited amount of ways to get an Ultimate Guaranteed Digicore item. Otherwise, you have to, like... If you go to the Digiegg Island and you revert a Digimon back to an egg, you have to sacrifice Ultimate Digimon for a chance of getting an Ultimate Digicore. That's the only repeatable method in-game, other than buying it from the cash shop, where you can get them. So you have to sacrifice a Ultimate Digimon, turn it back into an egg, for a chance of getting a guaranteed Ultimate Digicore item. Unfortunately, it's just chance-based, I'm afraid. That's just the way it is. Don't ask me why the game devs decided to do that, because I really couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. Sorry. But, well, actually, I know why they did it. It's because, obviously, they want you to spend money on the cash shop, so... It's not exactly hard to figure out, really, but, yeah. When you revert a Digimon back to an egg, if you do it with an Ultimate Digimon, you have a chance of getting the Ultimate Digicore. Or you have to buy it for another player, or from the cash shop yourself. However, the dungeons are the days that you get keys for. They do reward, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it was the... It was either the Infinite Mountain one or the Desert one. It gave a guaranteed Ultimate Digicore item for choosing a guaranteed Ultimate Digimon. So those are an option. You've also got, for going through the story, you get an Ultimate Guaranteed Digicore item as well. Once you finish Final Valley. Battle Valley. I got lucky in getting all the engine ones in the Meltis one just now. Nice. But yeah, that's another way you can get one. But, yeah, getting a guaranteed Ultimate Digicore item is just few and far between, unfortunately. But you're very welcome. But yeah, I think there's 5 you can get guaranteed in-game total. And the rest of them is RNG dependent, buy from players or cash shop. Hell yeah. But in regards to diesel AFK Digimon to gain EVP, majority of the time, no. I would rather buy EVP chips. But the problem is, it depends how far you are into the game and whether that's worthwhile for you. Because it depends on how much money you make before your EVP runs out. Because if you're using 3 Digimon, for example, and you wanted to EVP chip your way back to full, that's 135,000 bits. Which is a lot of bits. Unless you're making 135,000 back in those 39 fights, you are losing out on money. So, depending on how far you are into the game will determine whether it's worthwhile to go to sit a Digimon or not. But late game, you want to get to the point where you can earn money more than you spend on the EVP chips. Currently only at Veemon. Right now, EVP chips will not be worth it for you. I would sit a Digimon at that stage of the game. You will not earn anywhere near close to the amount of bits to make a profit there at that stage in the game. So right now, stick to Digimon. The other option is you can stand by the Tree of Beginnings. Well, the problem is the Tree of Beginnings is slower than it is at Digimon, plus you don't get bond percent. And seeing as you got a Magnet Angemon, you want to work on your bond percent. Every 1,000 fights will get you 1% of this. This will become 1% after every 1,000 fights. For Magnet Angemon to become Seraphimon, you need 7%. So Digimon are going to be your best friend for that. However, if you get an Angewoman like I have here, you need to get 14% in order to get a Ophanimon or Magnadramon, which really sucks. But it is what it is. A bit of a tip if you are using food, it's actually cheaper to just digivolve up and down. If you digivolve up and down, you get all your EVP and your HP back. Sorry, not EVP. All your SP and your HP back. So basically you can heal for free. If you are insistent on using food though, buy the cheapest food item. Because if you actually calculate the amount of food and what they restore, let's say I have to spend 15,000 bits on, I don't know, say, the most expensive food item. Now I have to spend 15,000 bits on the lollipops. I would actually heal for more, for less, buying the lollipops. But yeah, digivolving up and down will save you so much money, honestly. Rather than buying food items. You'll make way more money that way. Hey mates, I'm just recently playing this game using your guide. Thanks a lot. Still loving my Digimon. You're very welcome. Glad that we're able to help you. I am still planning on working on some more guides. I've still got more guides in the tank. It's just, I've got to get to the point where I can make the guide, essentially. But for the most part, the majority of subjects are covered. Some guides could be updated for sure. Right now, I'm currently working on late game guides right now because that's... Basically, I need to show people what point you want to get to at this stage in the game and what you want to aim for. So people aren't just wasting resources and going willy-nilly, blindly into the game. I'm curious. I can just basically attack with my Greymon. Okay. I mean, that works. So the Angelman can't slap them to death at that range, though. How do I change the camera when in battle mode? I can't really help you with that because it depends on your keyboard layout. If you have the same keyboard as me, great. If you do not, I have no idea. But the key on my keyboard that does that will have these three symbols on it. It's the one underneath my escape key and next to my 1 key and above my tab key. So, depending on your keyboard layout, you have a key with these three symbols on it. Great. If you don't, I cannot help you, I'm afraid, because, yeah. It all depends on your keyboard layout, unfortunately. I get asked that question so much. I really do. Like, so many people keep asking me about the battle change camera. And it sucks, because usually other questions, when it comes to the game, I can give a good answer for. But that one, it's one of those temperamental ones where if people just don't have the same keyboard layout as me, I can't help them. And it really sucks. Okay. Do. Very nice. Could probably get one more fight before I have to just roll up and down to get SP back. What's the EV gauge? It's like a fatigue gauge. EVP gauge is what turns you into champion or ultimate form, essentially. And is used to fight in those forms. The purple bar, that's your EVP. Depending what form you're in, consumes a certain amount. For example, champion form, 1% every single fight. Ultimate form, 2.50 per fight. Well, actually, it got reduced a bit to a different number because you can now get 40 fights and you used to be able to only get like 33 fights before you run out of PvP, but they changed it to 40. It's not much of an improvement, but it's better than it was. That's for sure. But yeah, unfortunately, it's something you have to juggle around with.